Well, it actually was not bad. I don't really know what to say. I'm actually surprised I liked this movie. It's not awful. It kinda. I mean, I didn't see a trailer before watching this movie or anything. I just knew who the lead was and the basic premise for a movie like this, which is a rom-com. I don't know how obvious it is, but I'm not into rom-coms. Not by a long shot. I try to enjoy any kind of movie and not let what my personal interests are getting in the way, since it could lead to finding out new stuff I like that I wouldn't have given a chance otherwise. But I'm just not into rom-coms, simple as that. Do I have to justify myself? I want to find a reason to justify why I wanted to watch this in the first place, and I don't know. I honestly just thought I'd give it a chance since I just saw The King's Daughter and that movie was awful. So maybe this is just better by default since my mind still needs readjustment. I mean, it's days later, so I guess it is readjusted. I mean, there are great romantic comedies I like, such as When Harry Met Sally, Roman Holiday. Something else I'm sure will come to mind later. The point is, I can enjoy other stuff. I guess the real reason I gave this a chance was because it's on Netflix, so I don't have to pay to see this. Well, I am paying, but not for this specifically. If this was in theaters, oh god no, I would skip this. There's nothing about this warranting being on the big screen. And let me make this clear. I knew beforehand this wasn't received well by critics, but I didn't even know how mixed audiences were with this movie. I am a little afraid to say my opinion now. I'll say this. I'm not the kind of guy who likes rom-coms. I enjoy watching people on YouTube rip apart rom-coms more, which you might know, such as the garbage of Hallmark, which for the life of me, I can't stand. Yet this isn't something most people like. I get people who don't like this, but it's not that bad if you don't like it. There is a difference between what objectively works and what I personally think. Wait, what does that even mean? Look, I just realized I got this far without actually talking about the movie, so I'll begin. Written by Hallie Hosser and directed by Rick Jacobson, who directed Bitch Slap. I never even heard of this movie before, but I like that this is a thing. Like, can you actually have a curse word being the title of a movie? Basically, the royal treatment is about an Italian New Yorker hairdresser named Izzy, played by Laura Marano, who is offered by the prince of a fake country you'll forget the name of in a few hours, and it's days later, so yeah, I can't even think of something close, named Thomas, played by Menya Massoud, who, after a mix-up, she does his hair for him, and he decides to have her be the makeup artist for his wedding in his country, but you know, they'll end up together by the end. What? Did I actually spoil anything? What do you expect? Something new like a modern-day Casablanca or Roman Holiday? Oh, no! But this is exactly what you expect from a movie like this. So honestly, I don't know why I like it, honestly. I don't know why. I guess it's because this is likable. I don't know how else to put it in words. It's likable, and other words I'm about to use in complete sentences. It kind of does what you expect from this kind of movie, and not at the same time. So I'll say this first, for most of the criticism I saw for the movie, yes, the accents are terrible. Honestly, I'm not an expert on accents. I don't know how to identify people where they're from based on accents. So honestly, it didn't bother me, but yes, it isn't that great. But the main two actors are still likable. The characters are actually a little developed, and I say a little lot, but I don't know how I actually found myself a little interested. Just a little. These are not complex characters. They are two-dimensional, but they still have charm and personality. Laura Marano might not be that interesting. She doesn't really have flaws, but she has charm, and it works in comparison to Leo Yaffe from Mulan 2020. You know, where she's so stoic and unemotional, it's boring, and while here Izzy is kind of too perfect, she still has bare minimum character qualities, like saying what's on her mind, for one example. In fact, I think this movie works because the main characters have good chemistry and it's developed over time. The Prince, for the record, I forgot Menya Massoud was the guy who started Aladdin 2019, the live-action Aladdin remake. He gives us the same kind of try to hint the great performance here too, but he also has character, and you know, just a little too. What starts off the romance is that Thomas feels neglected, not given any honest opinions about his needs or wants when asking her. So when Izzy does, I get why he becomes interested in her, you know, but just as a person. Get phrase that better. There is time given for these two to talk, get to know each other, make them think something new, do things together. There is chemistry. Izzy's offered back home to run a community center, but she doesn't think she has what it takes. But Thomas encourages her to try more, and the two do actually do charity work, and it doesn't feel pretentious. Thomas wants to do more. He doesn't like doing nothing. He actually wants to help people, and he doesn't just stay inside and whine about it. He does go out and help people. In fact, the romance works because these two don't date in the movie. I think with a premise like this, you expect Thomas to cheat with his fiance with Izzy, but that never happens. Neither even proposing dating until the third act breakup scene, where they only split not because of some stupid screw-up or misunderstanding. We both know what being together would do for the wrong reasons. So, you know, they have to think of what they would risk for the good reasons. With all I praise about the romance in Leaves, why would people hate this? It's not funny, I guess. It's a straight-to-Netflix rom-com. You expect this to be as funny as When Harry Met Sally? This movie is TV PG. It's safe, and I never laughed out once, but I snickered a lot of the jokes if that means anything. I mean, it does start off making me think it would be the kind of movie I would hate. Like, Izzy has two best friends who are so dumb they have to read a sign out loud of what they can do, and they are super annoying, but they're not in the movie that long. In fact, if you don't like certain parts, just skip it. That's not how a movie should be viewed, but there's nothing deep I'm missing. It's on Netflix. Enjoy what you can enjoy about something that isn't going to be up for an Oscar. There are dumb characters, and it parents to children more than adults. Although I think kids would find this kind of boring since I don't know why I'm into them actually talking like adults. I'm glad I gave it a chance, but this is far from it. Good is a bit much. I guess because I had low expectations going into this, maybe that's why, but for what it is and nothing otherwise, it's an alright movie. I won't remember it all, but you could do worse, because this movie works as an alright rom-com to watch if you're into this sort of stuff. But let's just say I'm still not a fan of rom-coms after watching this movie. Or let's say this movie feels like someone took parts of Coming to America, such as spoiled but good-hearted prince from an outlandish and mean royal family going to America, finding a love amongst the common folk, and just saying the prince went to a barbershop and gave this to someone who never saw that movie and asked them to make a corny rom-com out of it. This is the kind of movie I'm not into, but I enjoyed it enough to say this is the first good... Okay, maybe not good. More than just okay. It's an alright movie I saw this year so far. And for people who are fans of the genre, please give it a chance because, wow, it actually wasn't that bad. I said all this and now it's on record. I give the Royal Treatment a 6 out of 10. Well, I'm sure someone's gonna go, really? That's what you thought about it? But, you know, you can always see whatever opinions I have, you know, by watching my other reviews. Prior to this, I saw The King's Daughter, and my next review will be the new Scream movie. Yeah, I know, it took so long for Thieves to come out, and you're like, oh, I'm building up to this movie. Or something, I don't know, I just want to have there has to be a good excuse why I haven't seen the new Scream movie yet. And you'll find out in the next video. Corny joke, let's end this video now.